Good afternoon, students. Our chapter number 2, nutrition in animal, is going on. In first three period, we learn about different ways of taking food in animals, whole digestive system in humans. Today we will see the digestion in grass-eating animals and feeding and digestion in amoeba. Feeding and digestion in amoeba. We will see our first point: digestion in grass-eating animals. Have you observed cows, buffaloes, and other grass-eating animals chewing continuously even when they are not eating? They are not eating. When we observe in our daily life, when we observe cows and buffaloes, that time we found that they are not eating. They are not eating grass, but that time also they are chewing continuously. That time also they are chewing continuously. How this will be happen? Actually they quick swallow the grass. That when they are eating the grass, that time what happens, they are quickly swallow the grass and they store in the part of the stomach called rumen. In their stomach one part is there which is called as a rumen. When they swallow the quickly grass, they when they are swallow, that time they are stored into the rumen. Here food gets food gets partially digested. Food gets partially digested is called cud. That time food is not fully digested, it is partially digested and it is stored into the into the part of the stomach which is called as a rumen. But later the cud returns to the mouth. Cud returns to the mouth. Afterwards what happen, they can the curd returns into the mouth in a small lumps. In small lumps, छोटे छोटे तुकड्यांमध्ये परत तोंडांमध्ये येतं. And the animal chew it, and this process is called as a rumination. This process is called rumination. Firstly what happened, when the grass eating animals, they are eating the grass, that time what happened, they directly swallow the grass. And this grass, this partially digested grass which is stored into the rumen, and afterwards it again come into the mouth. This is called as a cud. Partially digested grass, it is called as a cud, and again it comes into the small lumps into the mouth. And afterwards they again animals, they are chewing this food material, and this process is called as a rumination. In local language it is called as a रवंत करणे. ज्यावेळेस आपण म्हणतो की गाई म्हशी रवंत करतायत, ती प्रोसेस. And these animals is called as ruminants. These animals are called as ruminants. Ruminants रवंत करणारे प्राणी. The grass is rich in cellulose. The grass is rich in cellulose, a type of carbohydrate. It is a type of carbohydrate. Many animals, including human, cannot digest the cellulose. Here in the grass, cellulose is present, and it is a one type of carbohydrate, and many animals and also human being cannot digest cellulose. Why? We will see. Here downside figure is mentioned digestive system of ruminant. Here when grass as shown in the mouth of the cow, afterwards when they are eating, it is passes to the rumen, and again they are taking into the mouth, they are chewing, and afterwards it is passes to the stomach. From that it is passes to the small intestine, large intestine, and removed. The undigested food material will be removed out. Now here ruminants have large sac like structure. Ruminants have large sac like structure called rumen between the esophagus and small intestine. Between the esophagus and small intestine. Here we can see in this image also. Here esophagus, which is already we are aware about that, which is called as a food pipe. When they are eating the grass, that time it is mixes with saliva, again it passes into the rumen directly, which is directly swallow grass, which is passes into the rumen. It is situated between the esophagus and small intestine. You can see in the picture also. Then the cellulose of the food is digested here. The cellulose of the food is digested here by the action of certain bacteria which is not present in the human. Now here one type of question will be asked in the exam: why cellulose cannot be digested in the human body? Because for that purpose one type of bacteria it is required to digest the cellulose. But this type of bacteria which is not available in humans, it is available only in the ruminant animal. That's why they can digest the cellulose. So far, you have learned about the animals which possesses the digestive system. We are aware about that the animals, we can see the digestive systems, those are having digestive system. But there are many small organisms which do not have mouth and digestive system. Which do not have mouth and digestive system. Those are the single celled organisms. They do not have mouth and they do not have a proper digestive system. Here we will see then how do they acquire the digest food. Now suppose they are not having proper mouth and proper digestive system, then how they are getting their food and how they are digesting it, we will see. In this section below we will learn about another interesting way of food intake. Now the next point is feeding and digestion in amoeba. Feeding and digestion in amoeba. Amoeba is microscopic single-celled organism. Amoeba is microscopic single-celled organism found in pond water. Found in pond water. Now we are already aware about that single-celled unicellular organism, multicellular organism. In that we are aware about that the organism amoeba. Amoeba is a single-celled organism. It is single-celled organism. It cannot be seen by the open eyes. It is seen by the only under the microscope. That's why it is mentioned amoeba is microscopic single-celled organism. Microscopic, it is seen, it will be seen in under the microscope only. It cannot be seen with the open eyes. Amoeba has a cell membrane. Amoeba has a cell membrane, outer area which is there, which is called as a cell membrane. A rounded dense nucleus. Here in the picture you can see that the rounded dense nucleus will be present there, which is called as which is like in a human body, brain will be there. From that all the process, all the commands will be given, that this type of nucleus will be there. And many small bubble like vacuoles are there. Many vacuoles are there. Many small like vacuoles are present over there in the cytoplasm. Which liquid is there in the cell membrane? Which type of liquid is there present in whole over the body, which is called as a cytoplasm? Amoeba constantly changes its shape and position. Amoeba does not have a proper shape and proper position. It changes its shape and position, constantly changes. It does not have a proper shape and proper position. It pushes out one or more finger-like projections called pseudopodia or false feet for the movement of capture food. When it is moving from one place to the another place, that time it prepares finger-like projection. It prepares like feet, false feet. It is not a proper feet, it is a false feet. We cannot say that it is a particular feet for that animal. It will be changes. Now here it is for that purpose, here name is mentioned false feet for movement and capture food. Suppose he want to take capture or he want to take movement, that time he prepare finger like projection, which is called as a false feet or pseudopodia, and for the capture of food also. Amoeba feeds on some microscopic organism. It also the microscopic organism, and it also depends upon the microscopic organism. And when it senses food, it pushes the pseudopodia around the food particle. It pushes pseudopodia around the food particle and engulfs it. When he found the food particle, that time what happened, it pushes the pseudopodia. It prepares the pseudopodia की त्याचे पाय की जो पुढे जातो त्याने around it, and food particles swallow it. The food particle swallow from that pseudopodia, and the food becomes trapped in food vacuole. Afterwards what happened? Digestive juices secreted into the food vacuole. Some type of digestive juices are there. We are aware about that when we learn about the human digestive system. That time in stomach, digestive juices will be secreted. In the same way that in amoeba also in food vacuole, digestive juices will be secreted. They act on the food and break it down into the simpler substances. And gradually the digested food will be absorbed. From that, when it converted into the simpler substances. The body of the amoeba, they can digest the food and they absorb the simpler substances. The absorbed substances are used for growth, maintenance and multiplication. Growth, maintenance and multiplication. Here these these digested food, we are aware about that in human body also we are using this material and digested food which is help us for the growth, maintenance, for the growth and maintenance. Here in the same way that it helpful for the amoeba also, when digested food will be there, this digested food which is helpful for their growth, maintenance and multiplication. Multiplication, the quantity, increasing the quantity. In the next academic year we will learn about the reproduction in amoeba also. The undigested residue of the food. Now in human body also undigested material will be remains, it will be removed from the anus. In same way that in amoeba also, and some amount of undigested food will be there. Now this undigested residue of the food is expelled outside by the vacuole. It expelled outside by the vacuole. It will be released outside. It will be released outside. You can see in the picture also here. Food particle, it taken from the, which is called as an ingestion process, it taken inside and it goes into the food vacuole. Afterwards the digestive juices will be released in the food vacuole. Afterwards which components are required, that components will be absorbed by the amoeba's body, and afterwards it released by the ingested waste. Here backside here is shown ingested waste. The basic process of digestion, the basic process of digestion of food and release of energy is the same in all animal, In a later chapter you will learn about the transport of food absorbed by the intestine to the various part of the body. Now in this chapter, in a digestive system of humans, in that we learn about in a small intestine some most required components will be absorbed by in a small intestine. And then what will be happen afterwards, what will be happen with that particular components, we will see in a chapter number transportation of the material, in next chapter transportation of material. Today our this chapter nutrition in animal is completed. I will send you PDF. You have to solve question and answers.